Oh shit, that's a...
So this video was supposed to be a review of Deep Rock Galactic until I stopped and asked myself, what am I trying to say in this video? I tried writing a review with a personal twist, but much of it was redundant. If you watch any review for this game, you'll hear the same things over and over, and I'm just not interested in making that type of video. I don't need to tell you what you do in the game, what I like about the gameplay, or anything else that you'll hear in countless other videos. I'm not interested in making reviews or giving scores or telling people whether they should buy a game or not. That's for other people to do. I want to make personal content, stuff that relates to my life and my viewers, and connect with an audience on a deeper level. And that might sound cheesy, you know, it's all about video games and stuff like that, but they mean something to me, and I know that they mean something to you if you're watching this video. That being said, if you do want to know whether you should buy this game that I'm talking about, then stick around, because in a roundabout way, I think I'm going to answer that question. So let's start over. Some of my fondest memories are those of my friends and I playing video games together. During all of college, my buddies and I would gather around a CRT on the floor and play Smash Bros. At night, we would hop on our respective PCs and team up in Dota. In elementary and middle school, I would play games like Halo late into the night at sleepovers. Some of my earliest memories are of video games, typically playing with a friend. While I've always enjoyed my time alone, in which I escape reality through games, I feel alive playing with others. There's a sense of camaraderie games provide that hasn't been matched by other experiences for me. This is mostly due to the low stakes and low barrier to entry. A lot of hobbies or sports are inherently more or less difficult based on your physical attributes and abilities. Video games are the great equalizer because almost anyone can play them and not get hurt in the process. You can spend as much or little on them as you'd like, and there's a game for everyone. The miracle of online gaming also allows friends to stay connected and communities to form. Video games are special to me, and games that allow me to connect with my friends are even better. For the last several years, that game has been Dungeons & Dragons, and while it's not a video game, it has given us a common goal to come together and fight towards. A brilliant story crafted by our DMs, gameplay that's mostly improv, and you've got yourself something unique, but still scratches that video game itch. The weekly affair has provided more fun than I thought possible, but life moves on, and sometimes people literally move, and other times life hits you with a pandemic. I've been searching for a game to play with my friends for the longest time, and what I found couldn't have come at a better time. The search had criteria. First, the game must not depend on everyone being able to play due to progression restrictions. However, the game should have some form of progression and depth, not just some silly game we play for a couple weeks. Second, the game can't be a pure shooter, and especially not a competitive shooter. Some of my friends simply don't enjoy being tested on their reflexes and aiming capability. Third, in the end, everyone had to enjoy it, not just a few of us. As you might have guessed, Deep Rock Galactic met these criteria, and somehow I convinced all of my friends to buy it. It was almost too good to be true. Progression in multiplayer games can be tricky. A good carrot on a stick will add a lot to a game, but it can also lead to a lot of problems in the co-op department. If leveling is involved, you'll often hear the phrase scaling thrown around, but it's always a little confusing. If the game is linear in its level and story progression, you won't want to play unless everyone can be there. Getting too ahead of your friends can be annoying for them and yourself. This is D&D's chief problem. If someone can't make it that week, we probably aren't playing. The game I was searching for had to solve that problem. I didn't just want to play once a week or whenever we could get the whole gang together. Any two people can play Deep Rock and have a good time, while not having to worry about getting too ahead of the others. The game has that progression incentive, but I never felt like I was leaving friends behind. My favorite multiplayer games I've played with friends have all been this way now that I think about it. Smash, Dota, Halo, Call of Duty, all of these games have some sort of incentive to keep playing, but they're also very pick up and play. There's something appealing about that style of game, skill-based with the focus on player interaction. Judging by the absolute beatdown we receive on higher difficulties, it's easy to see Deep Rock involves a lot of skill and coordination. No longer am I concerned with leveling up my driller. I just want to come out on the other side of a Hazard 4 mission with no casualties. Teamwork and strategy will bring us that victory, not grinding levels or loot. And if all progression was removed, the game would still be worth playing. There's something special about Deep Rock Galactic. Just like Halo or Smash Bros, there's nothing quite like it. On one hand, it's Minecraft meets Left 4 Dead, but on the other, it defies all comparison. Sure, there are plenty of co-op shooters like Killing Floor and Vermintide, but Deep Rock takes all parts of those games I like and forges an experience totally its own. It's not just a good co-op shooter, it's an exhilarating platformer, a sweat-inducing survival horror game, and a spelunker's wet nightmare. Every cave is different, and every mission is an adventure. Thankfully for my less accurate amigos, Deep Rock is far more than a simple FPS. The same could be said for other games we enjoy. Dota isn't just a strategy game, Smash isn't just a fighting game, and if all you want to do is ride a warthog around in Halo, go for it. Another way these games and Deep Rock could be described is freeform. There are so many different ways to play Smash, while more traditional fighting games require you to memorize strings and specific combos. Battle Royales are super popular because of the unlimited possibilities. The tools and playground of Deep Rock give me that same thrill of creativity and experimentation. Look, any game can be more fun with friends. This is often used as praise in a lot of critical reviews, which is just baffling to me. You know what else is more fun with friends? Almost anything. Most co-op games are only cooperative because there is more than one player involved. The aforementioned Left 4 Dead, while acting as the grandfather of its genre, involves very little cooperation besides multiple players shooting zombies and reviving each other. Functionally, a lot of these games are exactly the same when played alone. Sure, you can cover more bases with multiple players, but all of those bases are the same. Killing zombies. There's nothing you can't do in Halo by yourself, but of course it's more enjoyable with a friend. Being swarmed by enemies from all sides might necessitate other players, but coordination is almost non-existent if everyone knows what they're doing. Then there are games that follow the holy trinity of tank, healer, DPS. Most RPGs use this model, and it has expanded to almost every genre that wishes to promote team play, like Overwatch for instance. To illustrate why Deep Rock Galactic is a true cooperative game that completely changes when played with others, think about how Rainbow Six Siege works. Everyone is capable of killing in one shot, so while there are beefier characters and ways to heal your team, the team play manifests itself through each operator's gadget. Whether it's their ability to breach reinforced walls or place well-hidden cameras, victory is only achievable through synergy and communication. The possibilities and creativity vastly outmatches the strict tank healer DPS formula of Overwatch. Co-op games usually land on one end of the spectrum. On one side, you have games that are more enjoyable and perhaps easier with friends, and on the other, you have games which require a team to play their specific roles exactly how it was meant to be played. Then there is Deep Rock Galactic, where every class creates new possibilities and allows the team to reach their full potential. While you don't absolutely need any one class, you will miss out on its unique skill set. You will encounter problems that can be solved, but would be a lot easier if you had, say, an engineer. This elevates the game beyond what we've come to expect from the genre, and offers an experience that truly is more fun with friends. I'll be honest with you guys, this was not an easy video to make. Sometimes it's really difficult to succinctly describe why I think a game is good, and I just don't think that rambling on about the mechanics and what I think about the gameplay would really do it justice. Deep Rock Galactic is undoubtedly a good game, but what you and I need right now is a game to play with friends, so why not make it a good one? So if you're like me, if you've been scouring the internet and telling your friends to download this game and that, your search is over. And if they don't believe me, just send them this video. If this helped, please leave a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. I appreciate you all, and I hope to see you in the next video.